anybody can afford. If you just you're just hearing about Shop LC for the first time, you're just hearing about me, Casey Ford, for the first time, you just want to dip your toe in, test the waters, make sure that we will ship you these amazing, sparkling, lab-grown diamonds, this is a good opportunity to get in. And here's the thing about lab-grown diamonds. They are taking the market by storm. I know, if you've watched me before, I ramble up top because I want you to know what you're getting. I want you to be educated. Then I end up motor-mouthing my way trying to get to all 20 pieces. We have 20 different presentations today. Nice little number. But yes, all of these lab-grown diamonds are made through a chemical vapor deposition process. More on that later. But the thing that you need to know about lab-grown diamonds is that they are chemically, physically, and optically identical to an earth mine diamond. They are the same thing. And that's why they're so hot in the market right now. And actually, quick fact, it'll be a little more pertinent later on when I get to this beautiful cushion solitaire. But just in 2019, not that long ago at all, just 6 short years, about 12% of engagements in the United States were with lab-grown diamonds. Let's go to last year, though, 2024. It went up from 12% of engagements being done with lab-grown diamonds all the way up to 52%. More than half of engagements happening in the U.S. right now are occurring with lab-grown diamonds. That's how identical they are. I understand the barrier where people might not be comfortable doing something like that with a diamond simulant, but this is not a diamond simulant. These are lab-grown diamonds. Okay, let's get to the nuts and bolts of our first piece, though. This is Shop 1. You have 3 round-cut lab-grown diamonds. It's 1.8 to 2.2 millimeters in those. Total gem weight, 10 points. 10 points. And it's a 20-inch necklace. You have the beautiful heart design, but it's a really embellished heart. Once it pops up behind me, I can show that off a little bit better. But let me show you one earring here where you have your, you know the drill, butterfly backs. You know how those work. A little bit of pressure, get them on, or get them off, get them back on again, snug on the ear. But if you look at that, you get that beautiful heart shape, but it kind of tapers. It's a little scalloped off to the edge a bit with this one. But I like that. It's not just that simple cookie cutter heart shape. There's a little bit of artistry to it. There's a little bit of flash and panache to it. But of course, you're not just getting the one earring, you're getting 2. And again, we have the rose gold over sterling silver option, and we have the yellow gold over sterling silver option. But you're going to need to comment Shop 1 to get that link, to click, to get to the website, and then you make your selection right from there. They're both going to be the same price once we get to that. But yeah, look at those studies. Here we go. Oh, here's my rulers. Got a whole stack of rulers off to the side. Like I was saying, it's scalped. It's a little wider on the one end. You get the mirror image, the reverse for your other ear. But just the way it kind of has a little bit of a shimmy to it. It's got a little bit of a asymmetrical flourish that I think is so nice. You, of course, your round cut lab-grown diamond right there, and then also at the base of each earring. Just to give you a sense here, top to bottom, on your earrings, we're talking a 1/2 inch. And it's going to be same with your necklace, your pendant. The 20-inch chain is included. Let me set these earrings down. I will just double confirm. I'm pretty sure they're, 1/2 inch. They're the same size. I'm looking at our Luxuriant hallmark stamp on the back. Here's your pendant. Here's your 20-inch chain. Nice and easy to operate. You have your lobster claw clasp. A little bit of pressure on your spring there. Open it up. Little O-ring. Pop it right back through. That's your in-flight safety demonstration for how to get that thing fastened and secure. You will be good to go and good to fly.
That'll be your Shop 1.
Yes, this is Shop 1. And as you can see here, the bail is incorporated into the design. So there's no bail up at the top there. The chain just passes right through the little gaps there in the design. Actually, it's a little easier to show you that from the top almost and how that's designed. But again, you're here for the price. You want to know what the deal's going to be. And, wow, is that seriously what I'm looking at down there this time?
That is correct.
Whew. Whoa. Okay, so everyday low Shop LC price was $69.99. Great deal for the pendant, for the chain, for the pair of earrings. But for some reason, I don't know why we put this on clearance for just $59.49. So you were already saving money just because we had this one on clearance. Like I said, we're trying to get this location in our warehouse, in our vault, nice and clear so we can start getting some new things in and give it that same spot. So we took it down to $59.49, but again, I kicked off the show telling you about that Live 25 discount code, and when you take advantage of that, after your Live 25 discount code, that takes it all the way down to $44.62. And that's not all. We also have this thing called Budget Pay that you can take advantage of. Meaning for this one, you can split your payments into 4 equal, easy, interest-free monthly payments of just $11.15. I mean, for $11.15, I spent more than that on my breakfast this morning, I'm pretty sure. And I just got like a little egg breakfast veggie wrap thing. So, and this is going to last you a lifetime. It's not going to be gone by practically the time you walk in the door of the office like I did. But again, I've been showing you that yellow gold, but let's give the rose gold some love here and give you a bit of a peek at that as well. But again, that's how we do things here at Shop LC. $44.62 if you want to get it in one fell swoop, which I think is great. And like I said, it's a great introductory piece that I wanted to start things off with because anybody can get in on this. Anybody can get in on this. Yeah, here's your rose gold over 925 sterling silver, 20-inch chain, pair of earrings, and pendant. So you're practically spending $11.15 on the chain, $11.15 on one ear, $11.15 on the other ear, and $11.15 on the pendant. And you're still getting your 10 points of lab-grown diamonds. We got some bigger carat weights, don't you worry. If you want to get up there, like I said, we got this beautiful cushion cut that will be coming up later on in the show. But I want to make sure everybody could get their feet wet on something amazing and affordable for everybody to kick off the show. Like I said, if you don't believe me, well, look it up online, do your research. But this sparkles just as much as an earth mine diamond. That's what I mean when I say that they're chemically, physically, and optically identical. The chemical part is simple. Diamonds are carbon, really fancy carbon, but they're carbon. And so are lab-grown diamonds. It's not like, oh, well, but they're less carbon, and we put some nitrogen in there too, or we put some other material. Nope, not the case. They are chemically identical. But then again, okay, so the lab scientists and the beakers and the Bunsen burners, so they know when they look at it through a microscope, it's the same thing. But doesn't it, but what about me? Like, how about when I experience it? Well, that's the physical part. You know that diamonds are a 10 on the Mohs hardness scale. Diamonds being a 10 on the Mohs hardness scale means that the only thing that can scratch a diamond is another diamond. It's as simple as that. I mean, you literally have to use diamonds to cut diamonds. And then optically, that's what matters to your eyes. That is the sparkle. That is the way that it diffuses and diffracts the light. So that's why I keep saying, and I will continue to say, chemically, physically, optically identical. But we are moving on to a pair of what we are calling celestial stud earrings. Ooh, these aren't the celestials.
No, we do have 2 options.
These are the celestials. And another one. It's rare that it's not uncommon for me to have multiple options, but it's pretty rare for me to have them both with me. A lot of times I'll just have like the yellow gold ones, and I have to tell you, oh, trust me, we've got the sterling silver ones as well. Let me get these little earring displays bent a little more so they're pointing in the same direction. But here we go. These kind of give you that illusion of a classic stud look. But what's really happening is you have those round cut lab-grown diamonds at the center, but they're set into an inscribed star. That's why we're calling these the celestial stud earrings. 18 karat vermeil yellow gold over sterling silver. 20 points this time, so you got 10 points in one ear and 10 points in the other ear. Once again, you have your butterfly backs. Your butterfly backs, you know the drill. Sets right in like that. You get a nice big look at them behind me in the TV while I grab my ruler and give you the millimeter top to bottom on this. We are looking at 7.5 millimeters top to bottom. So that's the size of your earrings. Your lab-grown diamonds are 3 millimeters in diameter. And here, look at that side view. Do you see? Well, here, it's better on the TV. We're going to teacher mode with the ruler and the pointing. But you see these gaps here? It's not that we're trying to skimp on the metal. That's not what's going on. That's giving the light an opportunity to come through and shine and give your diamond that much more sparkle, make it that much more radiant, make it that much more alive. Again, 20 points in this. So that's 1/5 of a carat of lab-grown diamonds in your earrings. This one is shop 2. So if you wanted those sets with the heart shape, that was shop 1. Now, if you're interested in the celestial stud earrings, you're going to comment shop 2. When you do that, it's not an obligation to buy. Just means you get a link from Elias to click to take you to the website so you can see the same info that I'm looking at over here and complete the purchase just like you would on any other retail site. But not at the same price, because we are the low-cost leaders in the jewelry industry. How do we do that? I'll let you know. Our parent company, that we're part of course, is located in Jaipur, India, which is the jewelry manufacturing capital of the world, where some of the best jewelry artisans and just practices are done. I mean, just the way that they will build up the facilities and create their supply chains. We will go directly to the source where we get these things. Of course, these come from a lab in India, and then they go to the factory. They get set in the beautiful pieces of jewelry, such as these, and then from there they ship them directly to us. They don't go through all those middlemen. They don't end up sometimes they end up in some brick and mortar store, but if they went there, they came through here first. And guess what they did? They raised the price. We keep the price low. And it's another good point too. All of our stuff is coming from our factories in India. Not so high of a tariff if all these tariff things are going to come too late. I don't want to linger on that too much. I don't want to get political, but I'm only hearing 10% on India at this point. And guess what? Because our lab-grown facility is out there as well, it's not like they're paying multiple taxes and tariffs going from one port to another port to another port to another port. Manufactured over there, comes straight to the warehouse. I'm parked closer to the warehouse than I am to the studio right now. That's how close it is. It's not like we pick up the phone and call some warehouse in the middle of Nebraska and then they do the fulfillment. We do the fulfillment right here. We handle everything. So as soon as you make your purchase, we will take care of you. Okay, so let's get to the price on this one, shall we? Everyday low price, $69.99 on your Celestial stud earrings. But after your Live 25 discount code, that's going to take it down to $52.49. And this time we're letting you use 3 budget payments, not the 4. We go as high as 5, but this one, 3. But I think you're going to love your budget pay price anyway, which is $17.50 per month. Just $17.15 per month. And don't be afraid of budget pay. It doesn't bite. There's no credit check. There's no interest. There's no fees. It's just same thing. Go to our website. Check that box at checkout that says that you would like to take advantage of budget pay, and it's yours. It's that simple. And this is also a very well-reviewed item on our website, so you do not need to take my word for it. You can take the word of Linny V, who wrote in beautiful sparkly earrings gifted to her sister, and she loves them. That's the thing, too. At these prices, you need to be getting them as gifts. You can have your own. You can get both of them. You can have your yellow gold for when you're wearing a more colorful, sunny disposition wardrobe for the day. And when you want to be a little more chic and a little less colorful, the more your blacks and whites, you can go for your white metal with your sterling silver option. Whichever one you get, they are both, or each, $52.49. Get them both and then gift them to other people. And that was the 5-star review from Linny V. And then we had Kat L write in, sparkling earrings look great. Simply said and simply put, but very true, Kat. I'm so glad that you got in on these. And I want to hear from you when you get these and how much you love them. Get them for yourself, get 3, then give some away. Your whole group can be wearing Celestial stud earrings from Shop LC with lab-grown diamonds, 1/5 of a carat of lab-grown diamonds for just $52.49. But we're going to keep moving up the food chain here. We're moving on to Shop 3. Where can I find Shop 3? Oh, no. Did Stacy run off? Oh, here it is. Right. Or a snake, it would have bit me, as some people might say. Speaking of snake, if it were a snake, it would have bit me. I got the serpentine earrings, the serpent earrings, the snake earrings coming up later on. This is the 3rd week in a row, Elias. I don't know if you can keep a track, where I've had some kind of snake in my show. It's my mom's biggest fear. She has serpentophobia. But it's the year of the snake, so there's no better year to get in on some serpentine jewelry than right now in this year, 2025. But right now we're moving on to another 1/5 of a carat piece in this beautiful, luxuriant, lab-grown diamond cross ring. This is rhodium over sterling silver. Most of the pieces in the first half of my show, at least, are going to be sterling silver. Eventually, peeking at my show sheets. Yeah, we'll get up there.
This will be shop 3.
We are on shop 3 with your cross ring. Then we have a cross pendant, I believe, will be coming up next.
Correct.
Beautiful. And yes, actually, I got my loaner loop. I was digging around. Man, it's been one of those days. This is only one of the things I do here at Shop LC. I'm behind the scenes. I'm the creative content manager. I work with a lot of the video team that makes the videos that we run on the air and do fun stuff with. I just wanted to see how these are set along the sides. And man, I don't know what it is, but every single person in the building urgently needed my attention at like 1:55 p.m. when I'm out here at 2. I'm like, why you all wait till right now? So I had to grab somebody else's loop while I was running down the stairs to get here. What I love about this one too is it has this flat presentation along the top. Those are 16 lab-grown diamonds. 16 lab-grown diamonds. The smallest in diameter is 1.1 millimeters, and the largest in diameter is 1.6 millimeters. And what's cool about this one too is the smallest, your 1.1 millimeter, is right here in the center. They're all prong set, but you have this texturing along the edges of your cross design, but then they're graduated. They get larger and larger as they reach out towards the ends of the arms of your cross ring until they get to the 1.6 millimeter at the base of the cross right here. But yes, this is what I was admiring under the loop, just the design and the craftsmanship on the edge of the shape of the cross that you have here in your 925 sterling silver ring. What sizes do we have on this one, Elias?
Yes, we have sizes 7, 8, and 9.
7, 8, and 9. So we're down to the last 3 sizes, 7, 8, and 9 for your cross ring. And wow. You know, what a way to show your faith. What a way to... And, you know, it's so commonly, not that, well, we have the pendant coming up too, so I'm not saying, oh, it's so common for people to wear the pendant, but it's, how many times do you see it in a ring like this? It's probably going to fit my pinky reasonably well. James S. wrote in with 5 stars saying it was beautiful, a little bit of a mix-up with some of the delivery, but if it's beautiful, that must have gotten taken care of somehow, one way or the other. So sorry for the inconvenience, James, but I'm glad it got to you, and I'm glad you love the sparkle. And he loved it enough to give it a 5-star review. Linda S. 5-star review, nice, is what she wrote. I love our little succinct reviews as much as our more verbose ones. It's all fine. But yeah, Linda S. says nice. And Denise T. says, all I can say is it is beautiful! All caps, 4 exclamation points. For lab-grown diamonds, they sparkle just as much as the real thing. Well, they are the real thing, and that's the secret. I mean, that's what people are wrapping their minds around finally. And that's, frankly, what I believe happened between 2019, when only 12% of U.S. engagements were happening with lab-grown. But now in 2024, it went up to 52%. I'll talk more about engagements when we get to something that's a little more of an engagement-style looking ring. And, you know, that's what I love, too. Diamonds shouldn't just be for big proposals and things like that. They should be fun. They should be affordable. They should be something that you can wear and enjoy and feel good about yourself. Ooh, I think at one point we had a gold version, but I think we're sold out of the gold version. So that's what I'm saying. I have the leftovers here. So if you hesitate, you're going to not even get in on the last of these that I do have. Weird way to structure a sentence. That's how I talk, though. Either way, okay. You want your price. You want your price on this Shop 3 Your Cross Ring. Everyday low price at Shop LC, $109.99. $109.99 for 925 sterling silver with your rhodium overlay for your 1/5 of a carat in lab-grown diamonds in your beautiful cross design. Well, guess what? After your live 25 discount code, your price is going to go all the way down to $82.49. Just $82.49 for this beautiful ring. Or this one, we're letting you split into 4 budget payments of just $20.62 per month. No interest, no fees. You're going to get tired of hearing me say it, but it's true, and it's awesome. So I hope you enjoy your beautiful Luxuriant lab-grown diamond ring. While we're here, let me talk a little more about that process. There's 2 different ways to make a lab-grown diamond. There's the HPHT version, or sometimes HTHP. That's just high temperature, high pressure. I mean, it's as simple as that. That's how diamonds were formed in the Earth's crust. But what we do for this version is called the chemical vapor deposition process, CVD. The CV, not CBD, CVD. The way that we do that is in this lab. Oh, it's coming up behind me. Elias is always so quick on the spot. He's faster than the computer. The computer's like loading, but he anticipates everything before I even do it. It's a little unnerving sometimes, Elias, quite frankly. Lab created equals natural. I mean, oh, which one is it? Here we go. There they are. That's more of a quality control process. Do we have this? Is this a different one that doesn't have the?
It should have.
I'm trying to remember. We've made this video like 6 different times. It's my team that makes these things, so I should know better than anybody. Here we go. Chemical vapor deposition. Right, just about to take a sip of my water. So you take an actual seed, they call it, from seeds. See, I can anticipate it. From an actual diamond. You put them in this growth chamber. Then you add a lot of pressure and carbon and hydrogen. You heat them up to somewhere between 1600 and 2200 degrees Fahrenheit. And then what happens is all the carbon will bond to your diamond seeds that were placed in there and start to keep bonding and bonding and bonding until it grows. And the hydrogen kind of goes away, burns off, turns into a gas, and then goes and does what hydrogen does out there in the world. And then you get your fine, brilliant, beautiful jewelry, like this cross ring for just $89.99. Oh, wait, did I get ahead of myself there?
Yes.
I got ahead of myself. Disregard.
It was $82, and then budget pay was $20.
It was $82. Well, okay. I'm not too clever. You just got a bit of a spoiler alert for what's coming up next. And it's that cross pendant, so I've already spoiled what was next in the first place. I'm just getting ahead of myself today, but hey, I'd rather get ahead than get behind.
And we're going to actually do that bracelet afterwards.
And then, okay, this bracelet that was also on this neck form?
That's correct.
Okay. Well, guess what? Tennis bracelet coming up. That's when we start really getting into the luxury of the show. That's when we get a little more luxurious. It's all luxury here with lab-grown diamonds from our Luxuriant in-house made line at Shop LC. Well, the first thing I'm going to do with your cross pendant is put a ruler on it. Put a ruler on it. It is 9/16 of an inch. And get real precise with it because I don't want anybody to call me a liar when they get theirs and it was 1/16 of an inch larger. I thought you said it was a half an inch. No, it's 9/16 of an inch. Another pendant where the bail is incorporated into the design, trying to get it behind the TV so you can see the shape of that bail.
Texas too for as well.
And you get the chain. You get that 20-inch chain with its lobster claw clasp. I've already demonstrated one, but I'm having fun out here, so why not demonstrate it again? Just pull back on that, open it up. You got your jump ring, pop it back through the jump ring, let go, and your necklace is safe and secure. We have how many diamonds in this one? I don't know why I'm a little sing-songy today. I'm not a sing-songy guy. I don't know why.
And we're looking at a quantity of 14 available.
We actually have a 14, which is quite a bit for this one. It is 35 points. So we're over a third of a carat of diamonds on this one. How many diamonds was that, Elias?
Yes, 11.
11 diamonds. 11 diamonds. And they all appear to be they're all 2mm diamonds. So these aren't graduated in design like it was with the ring before. They're beautiful, round cut. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 5 across. But of course, the center one's in both. So that's your total amount of your diamonds in this beautiful piece. Okay, so I'm going to get to the price quick because I already basically spoiled it before. Everyday low price at Shop LC, $119.99. Not for you, not today. After that Live 25 discount code, it takes you all the way down to $89.99. Or this one, we're finally all the way up to full budget pay. We'll let you split into 5 equal, easy, interest-free budget payments of just $18 per month. And it's not layaway. We're not going to wait to send it to you. You are going to get that diamond cross pendant too. Well, you're not going to get it today. Sorry. I mean, if you're in my neighborhood in Pflugerville, okay, I'll get it to you today. I'll bring it to you. But I doubt that's the case. But where are you shopping from? I would love to hear from you. I want to know what's going on. Did we get anybody commenting on any of these? All these wonderful platforms that we're on?
Not yet.
I got a bone to pick with some of you. I did my For Him show a lot of men's jewelry and some fragrances and other fun things last week. And I wasn't getting any interaction. Then afterwards, I heard that a lot of you got in on some really great deals. Let's just say, some people knew what they were looking at and knew that it was time to comment on that shop, whichever number. This one is shop 4, so what you should be doing is comment in shop 4 if you are interested in the cross pendant. We've got B. Clem out there. We've got Migsy. We've got the Lloyd. We've got Sir Lewis Hamilton of Ferrari and Tony Peacemaster and Donna Hauser and the official Joe and Clemens Lynette. Great to have you out there, and I see you watching. Let me know what you're up to. Let me know where you're watching from. Let me know what you want to get to, what you want to see. What's your favorite piece of the show? Are you looking for a big, bold cluster ring? Are you looking for a wonderful solitaire or trilogy ring like I've got coming up on the higher end of the spectrum? Are you all about that year of the snake with our earrings coming up? We've got all kinds I love having the variety here. Sometimes I get a little daunted when I have a single gemstone show, but not when I got lab-grown diamonds, because clearly I could talk about lab-grown diamonds all day long, and I'm just getting started. Trust me, I'm just getting started, even though I'm already 34 minutes into my show. Or we started a little bit late because of some technical stuff. It's not even worth me repeating it anymore, because I feel like there's always a little bit of a technical thing, but we always come through in the end. We always end up getting that here.
Jump into a bit of our bracelet collection.
But yes, we have our first bracelet of the show and our second last bracelet of the show. Unless you got something hiding back there for me, Elias, and I don't think you do on this front. Actually, while I'm unclasping it, it's a double safety hinge right here. Safety's off. Press down on the toggle there. Oop, it's pulling from the wrong direction. I was pulling from the wrong direction. Insert box clasp. It slides right back in. You hear the snap. Safety hinge 1, safety hinge 2, and you're good to go. I struggle with that, so I'm going to do it one more time with passion, with vigor, with a little more smoothly, I dare say. And there you go. You don't want them coming off too easy, because you don't want... the whole thing with the actual, why it's called a tennis bracelet, where one of them went flying during a live tennis match, and they had to stop it to make sure that there weren't diamonds on the court. But yes, this is 5 full carats of EF color. That's the top color. That's not just colorless. That is not just colorless to the eye. That's colorless under the loop. That's when I do this. When I look at them, I cannot see any discoloration. The only colors I'm seeing coming out of it are the light that's being diffused and refracted through the diamond. That's part of the advantage of lab grown as well. If these were earth mine diamonds, you would be spending a small fortune. Small fortune, but we're still talking a fortune, especially for 5 carats. VS clarity. The VS stands for very slightly included. I love the construction on this one as well. These are 2.5 millimeter.
Now we do have all 3 sizes available. We're doing the same pricing on the same.
Ooh, okay. I will clarify that in a second. You have at least 68 square cut diamonds. So I would call these princess cut when you're at that square point anyway. Yeah, that looks a little bit better spinning around behind me like that, so we're going to lean back on this one a little bit. But we have 3 different sizes. There's an 8-inch, a 6.5 inch, an 8-inch, and then in between we have a 7.25 inch. Yes, I was correct. The 6.5, the 7.25, and the 8-inch option. We're not going to change the price just because of the length. No matter what, you're getting so get the bracelet that fits you. Don't be like, oh, I want to get the 8-inch just because I'll get more diamonds. Well, if an 8-inch bracelet doesn't fit you, go for the 7.25. Or, sometimes people like to wear a bracelet kind of baggy. There it is next to my smartwatch. It isn't very flattering for it, but just look at how that sparkles as it moves along.
This is an anklet as well.
Elias could see it as an anklet. That would be a pretty slim. Well, we got some slim ankles out there.
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing too. If you want it as an anklet, and that would be one luxurious anklet, you could even get 2 of the 6.5s. Put one end into the other, double them up, daisy chain them, and then you would have a longer diamond tennis anklet, if that's what you so choose to do. I love the construction on this as well. This is sterling silver, 925 sterling silver, nickel-free, with a rhodium over. Rhodium is the platinum family of metals. It's right next to it on the periodic table. It does very similar things to platinum. It just gives you a little bit more durability. It just gives you a little bit more shimmer, a little bit more shine. Why am I holding it like this weird, crazy bridge? Why do I do that? Because I want to show you the construction. When I hold it this way, where now it almost looks like a cuff bangle, that's just the way that it does that, but it doesn't deform. That just speaks to the craftsmanship. Then I'm going to have it come back around the other way, and now it's nice. And here, watch this. It's going to be, as I torture this bracelet, yeah. If this was like Toy Story, I feel like whenever a bracelet gets pulled out of the vault off to my left there, it's like, oh, wow, the bracelet, you're getting picked finally. Oh, where are you going? Oh, no, you're going to Casey Ford's live stream. He's going to torture you. But I'm just trying to show you the craftsmanship. I'm trying to show you how each one of those individual links had to be individually crafted, had to be individually linked together, and done so well that it doesn't deform, it doesn't curve. It curves, of course, as it should around your wrist, but the oval isn't, that semicircle isn't getting any larger or smaller as I do this. And then when it goes the other way, the way that it's not going to sit on your wrist, you get a perfect little rainbow. And where it still dangles there, but then if I curve it around, that stops there too, and it still maintains that arc. I mean, that's why bracelets command such a premium. Ring, one solid piece of metal construction where they had to set the diamonds in it. You still have to set the diamonds, and there's a lot of them, in your 5-carat diamond bracelet. But you have to deal with each individual link. You have to deal with each one of your safety hinges, with your box clasp. You have to do all of that for the construction. It looks so much better on her wrist than it does on mine, of course. A beautiful piece. And, again, 5 carats of diamonds. Think about this, what this would be for EF color, colorless diamonds at VS clarity if these were earth mine diamonds as opposed to luxuriant lab-grown diamonds. Everyday low shop LC price, which is phenomenal. When you look at this and think about what this would be, price per carat, which I'm not even going to do it out loud, but I encourage you to do the math of what the price per carat was on our everyday low price. Our everyday low price, $2,399.99. So divide that by 5, price per carat, and think about like where that is for diamonds. Diamonds of the top quality. We're still letting you use the discount code LIVE25 on this. This one is comment shop 5. If you comment shop 5, we will send you the link to our website so that you can continue on with this and make your purchase. After your LIVE25 discount code, you're saving so much money. After that, it's $1,799.99. So $1,800 for your 5-carat tennis bracelet, 5-carat diamond tennis bracelet, or 5 simple, easy, interest-free budget payments of just $360. So for just $360 a month, you can own an aspirational piece of luxury that many people have dreamed about, but very few people have actually come to that point in their life where they're able to make the plunge and purchase something like that. It's sort of that, one of these days, if I win the lottery, I'm going to get myself a beautiful diamond tennis bracelet. Well, you don't need to win the lottery. You just need to be watching me, Casey Ford, on the Shop LC live stream to get the amazing deal of $1,799.99 for 5 carats of lab-grown diamonds. You may have saw me. I always fidget with things. Either I'm a very tactile person. Any ring's a fidget spinner if you wear it loosely enough. But look at how easily, continuing on about that construction, how easily I can just put that around my finger as if it's a quadruple ring. And that's not how you're going to wear it, but that's how well crafted it is. You can't just do that with any other thing. A lot of poorly constructed bracelets, it would just sort of start kinking. The arc would be much larger. It just wouldn't be doing what this one does. I'm showing you all these things except for the sparkle. I got these big panel lights up above me. They're not the most flattering for the jewelry, or for me for that matter, but it's what we got. But they're still catching the light like that. But once you get this in the sunlight, once you get it refracting the light the way that it should, the way that it does, you're going to fall in love. There's a 30-day return policy on this. This is also free shipping. Everything over $60 is free shipping, or you can accumulate up to $60 in your shopping cart to receive that free shipping. Man, I remember when it was pretty simple to get free shipping back in the day, or, we're still at the free shipping threshold of $60, and that's where a lot of companies were. Now, some places it's like if you need to put like $120 in your cart, then it's like, oh, then we'll free shipping it to you. Nope, not us. We're still sticking to that $60 threshold, at least for now, and we will as long as we can.
And we're going to go to our dome style ring next, and then we'll get into the snakes.
What was that, at least? Sorry,
We're going to do our dome style ring.
Our dome style ring.
Yes. Pull that up quick.
Is it the giant cluster or the?
Yes, the giant cluster.
The giant cluster.
Here we go.
The giant cluster.
Cluster of beauty.
3 1/4 carats in this case. But this is a diamond disco ball on my finger. 925 sterling silver once again. Keeping it nice and affordable for you. 3 1/4 carats. These are G color, which is still colorless to the eye. It's just maybe under that loop. If you got real good vision and you're in optimal circumstances, when I do my drill here, I know I'm doing this backwards, you might be able to see a little tinge of color, but it's not the end of the world. It's still colorless to the naked eye, and that's what you're looking at this with. We actually have all the sizes here, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. So I'm not sure which one I happen to have.
You have the size 7.
I've got the 7.
Yes. And we have a quantity of...
Well, if we have all the sizes, we got quite a few of these. I'm actually a little surprised that they let me have this one. Actually, I'm seeing some high quantities in a lot of the items in my show today, which is rare. I wonder what's up with that. I don't know if that means that we just got even more of this stuff coming in, or what the deal is. I'm not used to some of the high quantities, but I'm loving it. I've done several lab-grown shows out here, but I'm seeing some designs that I've never seen before. Guess how many diamonds? Any guesses? How many diamonds we got? How many diamonds in this disco ball? This disco ball for your finger? There are 129 diamonds. 129. They're kind of tapered too. It's hard to describe. These are all consistently the same millimeter. They're not even giving me the millimeter because there's probably 20 different millimeter ranges amongst this, because they get a little bit larger at the center, then they kind of taper off and get a little bit smaller towards the edges to kind of almost naturally create that dome effect that you're seeing with it. And giving that little side view so you can see that dome that we're talking about. And actually, while we're here, let's show you that finished under gallery, shall we? Show you all that extra work, all that extra attention to detail, all the extra craftsmanship that went into your ring. And that makes it so much more comfortable to wear. That's the whole point of that. Especially with a ring of this large of a presentation, you don't want to just have those edges of the ring digging into your finger. So you have kind of a whole suspension bridge, or not suspension, but you get that point. You get a whole almost truss of beautiful sterling silver just to rest your finger against, just to make it really comfortable to wear, so you're not like, it kind of hurts to wear my ring. That wouldn't be good. That wouldn't be good if it wasn't comfortable to wear your luxurious, beautiful, amazing, 3 1/4 carat, 129 diamond ring. Again, I haven't seen this one before. This one's brand new to my show, and we have some healthy quantities in it, so get in now. I think maybe they reversed the polarity on this one, where they gave it to me first before they put it out on the TV, and that doesn't happen. Whew, I'm looking at the price now. Everyday low shop LC price on this one. This one is comment shop 6, is $779.99. But not for you. Not today. You're going to use that Live 25 discount code, and when you do, that takes your price down to $584.99. Just $584.99 for all that sparkle. For all that sparkle. What's that, like $4.5 per diamond or something like that, and the sterling silver's free? Wow. Or, and again, budget payments, $117 per month on budget payment, 5 payments, 5 months, We will ship it out directly. It's not layaway. We're not going to hold on to it and wait for you to pay it all off. We will put it in the mail, post haste, for you to get that amazing sparkle. What else is there about lab-grown diamonds? Well, let me tell you. I'm not going to make it, well, as I said, step aside to get something taken care of behind the scenes. But we went to JCK. I was at JCK last year in 2024. And for the first, I hadn't been there since 2018. But we had some stuff where we went to a whole lab-grown diamond section. See, he like came Kramer in the door, and he's already pulling it up for me. He's that swift. He's that fast. I tried to catch him off guard when he wasn't even in the room, and he wouldn't let me down. So we have Cheryl and Ankur out there in front of the lab-grown diamond section of JCK. JCK takes up the entire convention center, and a huge portion of one floor of it was dedicated to lab-grown diamonds. And then they have the Earth Mine Diamond section as well. And, there's a lot of companies that dabble in both that are kind of like right on the thoroughfare between them. But this was the first time I saw them have as large of a... It wasn't the first time I saw that they had a section, but it was the first time I saw them have that large of a section at the JCK show. But the last time I had been there, so I missed several years for a while. Long story. But I was out there in 2018 with Ankur. And here's the thing. I've been seeing so many lab-grown diamond ads, partly because I'm like looking these things up all day. And, I'm close to all of this. But I'm getting so many targeted ads by different lab-grown diamond companies. But I try to look these places up, and it's like they're all like established 2023. They're all brand new. I know that they're buying from people like this. And here's the significance of this montage. They are walking around this whole area, and they are looking at the lab-grown diamonds. But we weren't going to buy any because we already have our supply chain basically figured out. So we don't need any of those people. We still browse, we still shop, we still want to have the information, we still want to make sure that we are competitive and that we have the best prices, and we do. But yeah, these were all the diamonds that we didn't get because vendors couldn't come down to the price that we demand to pass on the savings to you. That's the point of it. That's what we do. And I know that that's the case because we did establish we started talks about lab-grown diamonds in 2018 when everybody was like, lab-grown, they haven't figured that out quite yet. Like the prices aren't good enough yet. I think that's a fever dream. I don't think it's really going to pan out. Well, we got people like Ankur who know these things and who go out there and understand which way the wind's blowing. And he started making those relationships in 2018 so that we finally got really big and huge into the lab-grown diamond business. I think we really put our foot in the water and really got going near the end of 2023, but 2024 was really when we really hit our stride and really started bringing you the biggest, boldest designs at the best values. And we're continuing that trend deep into 2025, and we'll ride it for as long as we can ride it. But again, I see so many people who are late to the party, so they're not being able to compete with our prices. And we think long-term like that. We establish those relationships so much earlier in the game when other people were, at that point, almost even hoping that maybe lab-grown wouldn't become as big as it was bound to get. I think they were hoping for a little bit of nostalgia, a little bit of they'll never get over the Earth Mind. Well, guess what? I told you. I got my stats right here so I don't misquote them. 2019, so the year after we started negotiations, 12% of engagements in the U.S. were with lab-grown diamonds. 2024, 52% of U.S. engagements were done with lab-grown diamonds. And one of the guys who works for me up there in the loft making the videos, he proposed last year in Italy to his longtime girlfriend with a lab-grown diamond. Actually, it was with a lab-grown diamond, a fancy cut lab-grown diamond, and it's the fancy cut that I have in my diamond solitaire right down here that we'll be getting to later on in the show. But again, a little bit more of the industry backstory. I scienced your brains out earlier with all the chemical vapor deposition process and the heating and the seed and the waffles and the chemical, physical, optical, identical to your Earth Mine Diamonds fun stuff. But now you got all your industry updates too. But again, your final price on Shop 6, the disco ball ring, is and was $584.99 or $117 a month for 5 months on budget pay. That's your disco ball ring, as I'm calling it. At least he called it the dome ring. That's probably a lot more eloquent than disco ball, but I think you know what each one of us are saying and talking about with it. One last view of that under gallery. That's going to be one of the larger presentations in a ring. We have the solitaire, of course, but that's all your caratage happening in one big old diamond right in the center. They're not spread out in that big... Actually, while we're at it, let's just put a ruler. So that presentation top to bottom, an inch from top to bottom, a whole inch of diamonds on your finger. I mean, you're going to be able to signal. You're going to be able to heliograph, just like catch the light, and people are going to notice that from across the room. Ooh, another well-reviewed piece. Eden M wrote in with a 5-star review. Thanks, Eden. Then Kiki also wrote in. I knew the ring was going to be nice, but this, I did not expect the pictures, honestly. It's kind of the pictures did not do it justice, and this is the start of the beautiful friendship between us and Shop LC. I will be buying more. I am very happy with my purchase, and that's what I'm saying. You don't need to trust me. We have a 30-day return policy, so if you're not as happy as these people, then that is fine. You can return it, and we will go about our merry way. But don't be afraid. Get on in. Experience that sparkle for yourself. Let yourself see it with your own eyes. Rita wrote in, the ring is nothing short of gorgeous, and on top of that, it has an undergallery. I love it. See, Rita appreciates a fine undergallery, just like I do. I know people are like, why does he keep showing the underside of these rings? It's because people like me and Rita care. It's just that attention to detail. Thanks, Rita, for writing in with your amazing review. Then we have Beverly, who says that she just received this beautiful ring, and it's breathtaking to open. Oh, I guess it came with the LED box. I don't have the LED box with me out here. I have a box, but it's not the LED box. Oh, that's a Rhapsody box. I don't want to show you a box. It's not going to be the one to come in, but I did know this one came in. LED box, you get the gist. Opens up, LED light shines on it, so it starts sparkling the second you open up that box. Anyways, Beverly continued to say, really was breathtaking and something I'll always remember. This is her first lab-grown diamond, and now she highly recommends them. Thanks to Shop LC, she can afford a high-quality ring at an affordable price. This won't be her last. Thank you, Shop LC. Wow, geez, they're the ones doing the thanking me. I should be thanking them for their wonderful, and I am thanking them for their wonderful, amazing reviews. But I'm just so glad that they appreciate this as much as I do. And then Sharon G. also wrote in, impeccable, beautiful diamonds, perfect designed ring. I'm glad they all enjoyed their purchases. And again, it's the right time to get in on. Honestly, I mean, I've got lab-grown diamonds, but if it's not your jam, if you prefer Earthmine, if you're sticking to that for whatever reason, the decision's yours. I can't tell you what to think. Or if you're in on moissanite, if you really like a certain type of crystal with a brand that starts with S, it's a really good time to get in on any white sparkling gemstone because they're all competing and fighting with one another, trying to maintain market dominance. And it's lab-grown, and to some extent moissanite that have really shaken up the market and done wild things to make everybody do everything that they can to chase their prices down. But they're doing that because the prices are already low and amazing on lab-grown, but they don't get much lower than what we're able to offer here at Shop LC. Is it time for these slithering snakes? It is time for our serpent earrings. Luxuriant lab-grown diamond, 35 points. Serpent earrings and rhodium over sterling silver. I'm going to alternate between snake and serpent, just because I'll get too tired of saying one or the other. I've said it before. Like I said, it's kind of funny. This is the third week in a row they've given me some sort of snake jewelry to present. I had one in the GP collection 2 weeks ago. I had, what was the... it was a men's ring last week that had a snake design in it, and this week with my lab-grown diamonds, I have the snake earrings in this, the year of the snake. And whenever I have, here, let's give you the measurement on that. 7/8 of an inch, top to bottom, on your snakes. 35 points, so just over a third of a carat. Round cuts right on the neck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 per ear for 22 lab-grown diamonds that look much better on the model than they do on the stand of me twirling it around, if that's what's coming up. I'm just guessing. See, now I'm getting ahead of Elias. The tables have turned. 1.4 millimeter diameter on your lab-grown diamonds. But no, my mom's terrified of snakes. I mean, to the point where when I was a child, the S word, that was snake, like in the household. Like I wouldn't even say the word snake because she was so afraid of them.
I remember one time in Kansas, my mom heard my little sister screaming in the front yard, snake, and my mom came out with the bat. That made me laugh.
Wait, you're saying that Ellie's saying that his sister was screaming snake in the front yard?
Yeah.
And then Ellie's mother ran into the backyard. So didn't go to save Ellie's sister. Went to go save herself.
And she came out with this shovel after that.
Oh, okay. Well, she grabbed a shovel from the backyard to deal with it. I'm like, why are you sharing this? It's like, do I need to call? I know you're an adult now, but we have to call some authorities here. Just she letting the snakes get to anybody else over there? Or?
Snake season.
Snake season. But yeah, here the snake. This was sticking out to me too. I've said it before when I had the snakes, but a band I like, they got a new album coming out, and the first single off it was called "Year of the Snake." Then they released their second single last week, and the title track of the album, and honestly, I thought that one sucked. But what do I know? But yeah, again, I love how we have our classic designs. We have our bezel set stud earrings coming up. We have our solitaire rings. We have our tennis bracelets. We have all those classic designs and diamonds, but we also like to get playful with it. We like to do more interesting things in the design, so it's not just falling back on the kind of stuffy classics that we're so used to when we think of diamonds and, all the marketing from when I was growing up in the 90s and the early aughts with the silhouettes and the black and the violin and the drama. Not all diamonds. Some diamonds, yeah, that's great. That's the way to be. Other diamonds, like I really like it when we can get affordable, when we can get playful, when we can put them in designs like this serpent snake design that we have for these earrings. I just think it's so much more interesting and engaging. You can show people that, it doesn't need to be prohibitively expensive. It doesn't need to fit into that specific mold of, the cartoon ring that you would draw when you draw a diamond ring. They don't all need to be that. They can be the disco ball ring. They can be... Where did that other one go? This one's got a really cool take on a design that we'll have coming up in a bit. Trying to find that focus point for you there. But anyways, you want to know the price of your serpent earrings. You want to know the price of your serpent earrings. It would normally be here at Shop LC, an amazing price, a low price, $129.99. But that's not going to be the case for you when you take advantage of that Live 25 discount code on this Shop 7. After your Live 25 discount code, where'd my number go? $97.49. Just so we're under $100. $97.49. Free shipping on this one. Or split into 5 equal, easy, interest-free budget payments of just $19.50. Just $19.50 on your snake earrings. Beautiful. 35, that's right, 22 diamonds total, but 35 points of diamonds. And guess what? We have an intruder in the studio. We have an intruder in the studio. The one I said that we had to chase out earlier, and that was why we started late. That's not why we started late. It was technical stuff.
Come in and model our next auction actually.
Hi guys. Okay, I'm gonna force you, or well, I'm not forcing you.
See? Oh, she's taking me over. I'm being held captive.
Did you do this one? This is the one I'm interested in.
If it's here, we didn't do it yet.
Okay, I want to see that.
Here we go.
Okay, we've got some. See, this is how much I want audience interaction. I made a shopper come all the way out here to.
I know. How pretty.
Yeah, I come in here for my show and catch her in the hallway, and she's like, what are you doing? I'm like, I'm doing my live stream. Oh, what do you have? Lab grown diamond. She just follows me right into the studio and just starts. I'm like, okay, can I look at my own show? But she is looking at the Luxuriant lab grown diamond. 1 carat celestial glow ring in rhodium over 925 sterling silver.
I love this. What's 1 carat?
1 full carat. We have sizes 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10.
Perfect.
And this one is Shop 8. You're going to comment Shop 8 if you want the link to get in on this one. Oh, this is going to be one of those crazy breakdowns because there's so many diamonds in it. We have 57 round cut diamonds. I'm just getting started. Those are just the round cut diamonds. Okay, those are the round cut diamonds, and when I say that, I'm talking about that center diamond I'm talking about the first halo of diamonds. I'm talking about the second halo of diamonds.
Okay, let me see.
Then I'm talking about the third halo of diamonds as well, that then continue to taper off down the split. No, these aren't split sectional. Down the shoulders. Then there's also 10 baguette cut diamonds going down the center of your shoulders of your ring. And I just love it when you mix the round cut and the baguette cut, because the round cut with all those different facets along the edge, it almost sprays out the light and the sparkle. It kind of does the like ding, 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 like that effect. But then with the baguette, it's almost like a hall of mirrors, where you get that more like, I'm doing like weird sound effects. I'm somehow trying to do onomatopoeia for diamond sparkling, and it's not working out too hot.
Well, just different shapes adds more interest, more beauty. It's gorgeous.
But the larger table facets on the baguette,
on the baguettes, kind of
gives you that like boom, like that's the more heliograph effect where you're.
How do you say the?
The
hall of mirrors.
Yeah, the hall of mirrors like it's a little more boom as opposed to the of the round cuts.
Okay.
You know what you may not know what I'm saying, but you know what I mean, and that's all that matters.
And all that matters is just look at it.
Exactly. So
this is what caught my eye. This, and did you do the rose gold?
Not yet.
Oh, okay. Shh.
Not yet. That was the first one that caught her eye, because you had not seen a piece in rose gold with our Luxuriant line. There's another thing I really like about that rose gold one that I've discussed before. Here, let me hide this for a second.
I'm preview shopping.
Oh, yeah, she's preview shopping.
So,
she's.
Then I got to go on air.
She's got to go out there on the big show, but Stacy just loves her lab-grown diamonds much that she had to come out here.
And I do have to say, I own this. I own this guy right
Oh yeah, that was it. That was the part I was sparing them. The diamonds. Oh, I own that one.
I own this one.
I own that one. She's a models out here for us, and she's a shopper.
And this rose gold, we don't have too many in rose gold and lab grown, so this is unusual.
Yeah, we started off with the 10-point sets, with the heart sets where we had, but that was rose gold over. I think that's rose gold over as well. But you're right, I don't see very many designs at all that have the rose gold over lab grown diamond. Actually, I saw somebody commenting on the Shop LC VIP page the other day. I almost wrote them like a novel, and then I checked myself. But she was asking, how come how come we always put diamonds of the earth and lab-grown variety in white metals? And the kind of nerdy answer is because the color is so good. If you have like a K color diamond where you can really tell there's some discoloration, there's some yellowing to it, you put it in yellow gold, so you kind of get that benefit of the doubt.
Well, here's a good example. So this is Shop LC. This is natural. These ones are natural yellow diamonds in yellow gold, so it picks it up. But on the rose gold, so on this one, look at the contrast. And then the lab diamonds obviously the clarity is so high in a lab diamond. So the contrast is amazing.
Exactly. And I think that's why we put so many of these in the white metals. It's just because we want, what's the best way to put it? You're not going to get, it's going to be really unforgiving to put a poor color diamond in white metal. But these have fantastic color. These have fantastic clarity.
Amazing.
So the white metals can really show that. But still, some people want the color. They want the playfulness. They want the yellow gold. They want the rose gold. So I'm glad that we have some options for them. Oh, what were those reviews there that we took too long to get to, Elias? I saw we had Maureen wrote in. We'll start with Patricia. 5-star review from Patricia. This ring is so beautiful. I can't believe it's mine. Thank you, Shop LC, for making it affordable. There always ends up being some kind of like theme to the reviews when I've got a lot of reviews to read for you. And this time it's been gratitude, which is, a lot of times what happens with these, but almost every review I've read so far has been like a thank you, Shop LC. And it's like, no, thank you. We want you to enjoy these things. But it's just so great because I could just tell, I see that narrative of people who didn't think that they could afford a diamond ring with this large of a presentation. But then they find us, they find Shop LC, and all the market things I described with the JCK and so on and so forth, and how we make it affordable for everybody. Then we had Patty B wrote in, this ring is beautiful, and I can't believe the price. I wore it on my right hand on Sunday, and people couldn't take their eyes off it. My wedding ring's on my left hand with a 2-carat Earth Mine center stone, and appraised at over $27, and no one noticed it. Thanks, Shop LC. See, there it is again. Great ring, great price, and fun to wear. Well, Patty, I hope it doesn't upstage your wedding ring too much.
So this is the price, $399.99, and then you can use Live 25. Okay, good to know.
Okay, I'm going to make sure I get all the... Oh, yes.
On this one.
Okay, your everyday low Shop LC price, $399.99. However, after your Live 25 discount code, that takes it all the way down. That's pretty easy math, isn't it? To $299.99.
Oh.
Or then you can put it on 5 easy budget payments of just $60 per month for 5 months, and we will send it to you directly. Your full carat of... Stacy knows her price now, so she's exiting. Stacy knows the price, so now she's exiting the studio. It's Shop 8. This one's Shop 8, by the way, Stacy.
It's what?
Shop 8.
Shop 8.
Shop
Okay.
8.
Sale. Sold.
Well, you gotta... Lost another sale, I guess. I'm teasing, of course. No, that is why Stacy came through. She was shopping. She was shopping, and then she modeled as an excuse to look a little closer and do a little bit more shopping. And I wasn't gonna let the cat out of the bag when it came to the price beforehand. I said you got to come back to see what it is. And yes, the price on Shop 8 for your full carat of lab-grown diamonds, $300. It's normally at Shop LC a $400 ring. After Live 25, that makes it a $300 ring. The estimated retail value on this one we have up at $1,900. And yes, if you walked into a brick and mortar that thinks that they specialize in lab-grown diamonds, but they clearly don't, that's much closer to what you're going to be paying. But you're shopping with me, Casey Ford, on the Shop LC live stream. So for you, $299.99 or just $59.99 per month for 5 months. Thanks to Budget Pay. Okay. Actually, I should... How many do we have left, Elias?
Let's see. Looks like we have 12 village.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Stacy! Oh, I meant like items in the show.
Yes.
I'm making sure Stacy didn't run off with anything. Anybody catch her? Anybody see if she didn't put something back on here when she exited stage right?
Let's actually jump into the neckline. We're gonna do our first necklace.
Ooh, we got a necklace. We've got a few necklaces here. We got the circle
We're gonna
pendant.
do a cluster pendant. Yes.
The cluster pendant, got it.
Kind of coordinates with this past one.
We've got 3 pendants to go here, even though we're doing the pendant first. Well, 3 necklaces to go. I'm going to call this this one coming up later. It's kind of like a waterfall design, a little bit of articulation, a little bit of dancing going on with that necklace. Then we have a drop necklace with diamonds from shoulder to shoulder coming up as well. But right now, in this moment, for your Shop 9 presentation, we have the spiral pendant. I almost made a mess of this chain, whipping it around, but not so bad I couldn't fix it nice and quick for you. The spiral pendant. One full carat of lab-grown diamonds. 20-inch chain. Lobster claw clasp. I don't know why I'm doing everything in 3 words. Down, down, down. Shop 9. I'm going to show you the back of this as well. Then I'm going to go into teacher mode and really try to show you the breakdown on this and how it was designed. But finished, I mean, it's not really an undergallery on a pendant. We just can't stop ourselves. Our artisans just won't quit. We just keep paying attention to all those details and doing everything that we can to make sure that you get the most luxurious experience. Look, it's not going to dig into your neck the way that the undergallery helps it, not a ring not dig into your finger, but just the fact that it's just the politeness, it's just the commitment to the craft to decide that you're still going to finish the back of the pendant and make sure it's easier, that nothing is going to get in there, that it's protected. You have your bail that your chain passes through. I'm going to put a ruler on that bail in case you want to put a different chain on it, but the chain is included, so that's not necessary. Your bail is 4 millimeters wide and 6 millimeters tall. I also, before we get into teacher mode, want to show you this side view. to show you just how tall it sits and just how every one of these layers that I'm about to get to is kind of like layers on a cake almost that are built up. So it's not just like a flat presentation. It has that dimensionality to it. So when you wear it, it's going to sparkle a little bit. It's going to start sparkling even when you're standing like this, and then really sparkle, and then keep going all the way around to the other side. So it's a weird way to put it, I know, but I'm a weird guy. I'm just doing my best to try to explain all the luxury and all the craft and all the artistry with these things. This is, of course, rhodium over sterling silver once again. And here at the center, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is one of those ones, too, where it's really hard for me to count because it's like there's so much sparkle, it's blinding. Actually, this is easy for me to read them with my own eyes. So this center cluster of 7 diamonds, you have a large round in the center surrounded by 6 round cut diamonds. There's 125 diamonds total in this. From 1 millimeter all the way out at the edges and your smallest diamonds to your center diamond, your largest one, being 2.2 millimeters in diameter. So yes, you have that center circular cluster of 7 diamonds. Then you have another ring outside of it with your round cut lab-grown diamonds. Then after that, you have the spiral pattern, almost like the arms of a hurricane that kind of go out and then back in again, out and in, back in again. So each one kind of flourishes out in this. Well, it looks like it's spinning this way. If it were to rotate, it doesn't rotate. It's not a spinner pendant. That'd be kind of fun though, but maybe not. Maybe not for a whole carat of genuine lab-grown diamonds. But just the way that each of those arcs comes out and gives you that motion, gives you that design, gives you that kind of spiral effect that just really transfixes your eye and brings you in towards the center of it. Again, from the top to the bottom on this one, did I not measure it top to bottom? I don't think I did. This is 1 inch and a 1/16. I'm a stickler for those details if you haven't figured that out by now. But just the pendant itself, just like top of the spiral or the bottom of the spiral, right there we're talking, what are we at there? 5/8 of an inch, I'm calling it. 5/8 of an inch, just from there to there.
Here's what we're measuring at.
Great piece. This one's Shop 9. Comment Shop 9 if you're interested in this one. $269.99 every other day of the week, but not when you're watching with me, Casey Ford. And by the way, if you're able to watch this on repeat, if you're not watching me right now at 3:16 p.m. Central Time on Thursday, May 1st, hey, it's May Day. Cool. If you're not watching me live, you can, but if you catch me within the next 24 hours, so if you catch me before the end of day on May 2nd or maybe 4 p.m. on May 2nd, all these discount codes are still live at that point. So don't be like, oh man, this happened yesterday. I'm kind of talking like a time traveler right now. I apologize, but you can still use these codes after the fact. So you can still go to our website. You can still, I think on one of these platforms, you can even just click here to get to the things. But either way, discount code's still available. So take advantage of it. Don't think that the moment's passed you unless you're absolutely sure that it has. Who knows? Maybe one of these days they'll even forget to take the discount code off after 48 hours. Or I don't know. I'm making stuff up. But either way, everyday low Shop LC price, $269.99. Not today. Not with me. You're going to pay $202.49 after your Live 25 discount code, or $40.50 per month for 5 months on budget pay. Beautiful pendant, beautiful piece. Only 2 more necklaces in my show. I've got some stud earrings. I've got those luxury rings. I've got 2 other rings. I've got a yellow gold over bracelet, and of course Stacy's other pick that she wouldn't stop admiring will be coming up.
Our engagement collection.
But we're moving on to, this could be an engagement ring. This could be just a ring for yourself because you love it. But we're stepping up into the luxury. This one, I know we've mostly been 925 sterling silver with some form of overlay, whether that be platinum, rhodium, rose gold, yellow gold. Well, now we are into 950 platinum. We are in the 950 platinum portion of the show. When we do things like platinum, we do things like this. we have our SGL certification card that we will send to you. I'm not going to keep this. What would I do with it? I don't want it. I'm going to send this to you along with your beautiful trilogy ring. Along with your beautiful 1.5 carat trilogy ring. Another EF color lab-grown diamond. Think of this as your diamond rings report card. This is an independent third party as well. This isn't just us, writing what we feel on this thing and sending it out. This is sent to an independent third party who evaluates this ring and then creates this report that then you keep with the ring, and well, you'll see why. Report number, serial number, not going to read it to you. I don't want you to take it. Comes from Jaipur, like I told you, the jewelry manufacturing capital of the world, where we're based out of, our parent company. Metal, platinum, PT 950 for the platinum 950. And it says it's stamped because, yes, you have your platinum 950 stamp right there in the band. Other side, you got the Luxuriant. That's our internal lab-grown brand. Diamond. 3 lab-grown diamonds, round brilliant, so round brilliant cut on either shoulder, and then in the center you have your cushion cut, of course. Color, EF. I told you, the color grading scale for diamonds starts at D. D, E, and F are considered colorless. That doesn't mean, oh, that looks colorless. That means pull out the loop. My loaner loop I took from Lauren when she saw me scrambling to get down here at 2:55 when everybody in the world in the building decided they needed to ask me something at the same time. And I said, I got to do my live stream. That means that I don't see any discoloration at all through my 10x magnification jewelry loop. But you're not going to keep looking at it through your loop. You're going to look at it on, well, other people are going to be looking at it on your hand. You will, of course, as well. But that's what's going to bring you the sparkle. That's what's going to bring you the compliments. And next up is the clarity, of course. VS Clarity. Total carat weight, 1.5 carats, of course. I'm just going to cover up the QR code, or here, you're going to see that's there, but I just don't want you to be able to scan and take somebody else's SQL or SGL report for themselves. You got your little SGL hologram at the bottom to confirm its authenticity. But yeah, I mean, we do this because we care. We do this because this is the magnitude of the purchase that you are going to make when you get 1.5 carats of top quality lab grown diamonds. And again, like I said, I would love for you to take my word for it, but I don't trust you to take, well, I want you to trust me, but I want you to verify, the whole trust but verify thing. I want you to know, based on all the reviews that I'm able to share with you, based on all the independent third-party reports that I can provide you, between all the information that is on our website, between everything, I want you to know where it came from. I want you to know how it was made. I want you to understand everything that you could possibly know about this so that you understand the value that you're getting and you understand why you're getting that value. The cushion at the center is 1 carat, 5.4 millimeter by 5.4 millimeter. That's this one, of course. 5.4 millimeter, 5.4 millimeter. And this one is going to take your breath away. That 1 perfect carat, it has so much depth to it. It has so much depth to it. I'm just falling in. Man, I'm getting some of those refraction flashes right off of it. Here, I'm going to show you that gallery view so you can see just how much diamond that light is passing through on its journey to the sparkle that's going to hit your eye. I cannot do this ring of justice over a phone camera that I have in front of me. No, I mean, I'm a videographer by profession. I went to film school. Like, I know how to make things look like they need to look using cameras, and I know that I can't do this one a justice. This is like looking at a photo of the Grand Canyon or Niagara Falls as opposed to going there and experiencing it with all of your senses. This is one where you need to have this on your doorstep so that you can put it on your finger, so that you can experience it and admire it for yourself. Then, beyond your cushion cut, you have 25 points in each of your round cut diamonds, which are 4 millimeters in diameter. Each one's a 1/4 carat, adding up to a 1/2 carat. So it's a 1/2 carat in your rounds and 1 full carat in the cushion at the center, totaling 1.5 carats of EF color, gorgeous diamonds, expertly hand set in your platinum, your 950 platinum ring. 950 platinum is basically considered the top level. I mean, sometimes some places might do 975, but that's kind of weird. The 950 refers to 950 parts per thousand platinum. So you always want to put a little bit of something else into the ring for the sake of durability, just for the sake of, I mean, you just make alloys in the process of manufacturing jewelry. It's as simple as that. I mean, the clarity on this one is just amazing as well. At VS, VS stands for very slightly included, and that's actually something that's really interesting to me too. When it comes to lab-grown diamonds, just because they're grown in a lab, a lot of times people don't like that as a concept because they think it's going to come out almost too perfect. But we're still growing the diamond. It's really just replicating the processes by which diamonds naturally grow in the Earth's crust. So yeah, you can lab grow a not good diamond, but you can just not use those ones. It's as simple as that. Okay, sometimes these would even come with a bit of a kind of an inclusion map. But VS, again, that also means that it's eye clean. You're not going to see any inclusions with the naked eye. You're not going to see a single inclusion with the naked eye. And I can tell just by the way it sparkles here. It's not my loupe. I'm not used to it. I'm holding it backwards. There we go. The depth on it is so intense that I have to kind of like focus on the front of the diamond. Then I have to kind of like refocus towards the back of the diamond to admire that. It's breathtaking. Okay. Time for that price on this. This one is shop 10. This is one of the more luxurious pieces I have in my entire show. I hope you adore it. I hope you appreciate it. This is every other day at Shop LC, $1,339.99. But not for you, not today. After your live 25 discount code, we're going all the way down to $1,004.99. So we're right at that $1,000 mark for a 1.5 carats of EF color VS Clarity diamonds in a stunning trilogy ring. And of course, you can split this into your 5 equal, easy, interest-free budget payments of just $201. So for just $201 per month for 5 months, we'll ship it out directly. It comes with the SGL card that I was admiring before. It comes with its own report card, and it's a very fine report card at that. I think we're taking that one out for some ice cream, and some go-karts, and some fun. Yeah, you can put this on the fridge. Be a little weird, but I can't stop you. It's your card once you get home. Just, beep, beep. Little magnet, put it on the fridge. Oh, what's that? Oh, it's my Rings report card. But that's kind of what it is. I try to keep things light, try to keep things fun. If anything, I'm trying my darndest to get as serious as I can, and that's a challenge for me when it comes to something as luxurious as this ring. Wow. Okay, I'm gonna set that aside. We'll also have the solitaire, the cushion cut solitaire, coming up later on. But I want to get a little more fun and playful again. A little too serious getting into some of the luxury stuff. I love the luxury, but sometimes it's just a lot. Actually, I'm going to put this one on the darker neck form here so you can admire the contrast of your station necklace. I'm calling this a bit of a... Oh, I was going to call it the Cascading Waterfall. Then I look up at my item description, and it calls it the Cascade Water Drop Necklace in rhodium over sterling silver. This is not a pendant. This is a necklace. It is fixed there. It's a fixed station on your, well, we're calling it 20 inches, and it certainly is 20 inches, but I'm going to get this off here at the top. I have it at 18 inches right now because it comes with its 2-inch extender. That's really important to me, particularly with a fixed station necklace, because you can adjust it from the 18 to the 20-inch. I don't know why I'm draping the thing like that. It makes it harder, but there we go. So now it's a 20-inch necklace, and you can put it on any one of those rings in between your 18 and your 20 to make it the length that you want, to make sure that it sits where you want it to sit on your neckline. Also, if you're interested in, if you want to be even longer, we sell all kinds of extenders. We sell all kinds of magnetic clasps. If you just struggle with clasps, like sometimes I do out here, but look, they're easy to do. But sometimes you just want to get those rare earth magnet extender / clasps where you can just pop it on behind the neck and not have to worry about it. Particularly if you have like longer fingernails and things like that make it a bit of a struggle to work with it. Well, we've got stuff for you to work that out. For example, we have, actually, if you're interested in something like that, you can call our dedicated personal shopper line of 888-835-2237. I got it, Elliot. You can just. You want to see my cheat sheet that they put out here for me? Live 25, as if I would ever forget that one by now. And 888-835-2237. You almost ran out of space there, Elias. The 37's all I crammed in back there. 888-835-2237. That's the number for our dedicated personal shopper line. Let them know that we sent you. Let them know that, hey, you were thinking about this diamond necklace and you want to get a magnetic clasp or you want to get an extender or you just want something that's not a lab-grown diamond. They will help you out. They're there to help, and they will. They're wonderful people. So that's available to you if you want anything else. But this is Shop 11. This is 147 lab-grown diamonds in, how many different drops do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 drops. Lucky. 13 drops. Each one articulated with, oh, I thought there were more pieces to each individual drop, but it just kind of gives you that illusion. Actually, the thing I really want to point out about this one as well is that this part right here that all of the 13 drops are coming off of, this is one single piece of construction. But what's really interesting about that is that you would think, and it would be much cheaper, it would be much easier to do it where it's just flat. It's not. It actually has almost like a herringbone, not a herringbone, almost like a wishbone shape to it. So that's going to curve and conform to your neck a little bit more. So it's going to be that much more comfortable. It's going to be that much more comfortable. The outer 8 drops on this have that single drop where there's a diamond, round bezel set diamond at the top, and then 2 round cuts within each little teardrop shape. Then as you go to the inner 5, you have the teardrop shape repeated twice. And of course, they each kind of cascade down like that. So that's a lot of work. That's a lot of work to take 147 diamonds and set them in a necklace. But that's what we did for you. That's what we did for you. The total gem weight, you're getting a full carat. You're getting a full carat of lab-grown diamonds in your necklace at an amazing low price. Every other day of the week, $399.99, and nobody would bat an eye at that. But we're still letting you use that. Oh, I forgot. Let me get my... You're still going to use that Live 25 discount code. I kind of look like the You Don't Know Jack guy when I do this, don't I? Live 25. Use that discount code. And when you do, that takes it all the way down to $299.99. So we're at $300 for a full carat of lab-grown diamonds and a sterling silver necklace of gorgeous construction and design. And we'll also let you split this into 5 equal, easy, interest-free budget payments of just $60 per month for 5 months. And the necklace is yours. Yeah, beautiful piece. I just love all the motion to it, where like a little chandelier. It's going to go and it's going to sparkle for you. It's going to move. It's going to dance. It's going to shimmer. It's going to shine. And it's going to get compliments from everybody when you wear this one out. I hope you enjoy it. I hope you love it. Because it is the second last necklace of the show. We've got the solitaire. We've got the other necklace. We've got Stacy's pick that we might have to lock the doors so she doesn't come in here and abscond with it. We've got 2 other rings besides that one more bracelet, and a pair of stud earrings. Which one are we going to next, Elias?
We are gonna do our last bracelet of the show.
The last bracelet of the show. I'm anticipating we will follow it up with the matching earrings.
They are actually gonna be a Texas trio.
What?
Texas duo.
What?
Yep.
You pulled a fast one on me, Elias. That never happens to me.
That was my thought too.
I think, yeah, you probably thought I was like, oh, he's going to play along. Okay. I know what's up now.
It's all about delivery.
I know what's up now. You fooled me, but now I'm in on the joke. You fooled me, but I'm in on the joke now. We have two options here. We have the 925 yellow gold over, and we have a sterling silver option as well on the website. I only have the yellow gold over out here. Oh, never mind. Sorry. We are all out of the sterling silver option. So you're stuck with the gold over the sterling silver. Oh no, what a tragedy. You're going to get gold over your sterling silver. You're going to get gold over that sterling silver, and you're going to have a fun time wearing it. You're going to have a fun time admiring it. This is... Okay, we also have the 6.5, the 7.25, and the 8-inch options. So you can pick the bracelet that fits your wrist
Yes, same price.
at no additional cost to you. There are 28 diamonds. There's only 26 diamonds in the bracelet, though. There's only 26 diamonds in the bracelet. The total carat weight amongst all these lab-grown diamonds is 3 carats. They are firm. Oh, they're, yeah, okay. 28 total for 3 full carats. Bezel set. Securely bezel set. If you're just always kind of rough on your jewelry, they're not going to get much safer than hugged into that bezel setting, where you're completely you're surrounded. You're completely surrounded by yellow gold over sterling silver. So those diamonds are going nowhere, but home to you at an incredible low price. But she's wearing stud earrings. That's because you get the stud earrings too. If you had commented Shop 12 and clicked on the website, you'd be in on the secret too, and you would have already known. But I didn't see anybody comment that yet. So come on in. There's nothing to fear. It's no obligation to buy. It's just a way for us to let you get to the website where you can take it from there and make up your mind on the fly once you get to see everything that I see on those ones. This is really smartly constructed too. You'll see what I mean in a moment. Well, here. Let's get some of the nuts and bolts out of the way first. I love the design on this clasp where you got your 2 diamonds on your clasp. Insert box clasp. Safety hinge. Safety hinge. It is secure. I'm covering up, hidden by the text, I think. Here we go. It's always hard for me to look at the thing I'm actually trying to manipulate and look at where I am at in the frame, so bear with me. Safety hinge off. Safety hinge off. Press down on the toggle. There you go. Box clasp out. Look at those flourishes. Scroll on the edge of your clasp, just into your clasp. So the diamonds don't stop just because it's the part of the bracelet that is keeping it on your wrist. And then this one can twist. I told you, I am the torturer of bracelets. But look at how easily they just twist around. Because each link, what's the best way to... You have your bezel setting in each link. Oh, here we go. Duh. Can you just kind of go off to one side or the other, Elias? Okay. So in each link, on one side, you have the link going in one direction. Then it rotates 90 degrees to the other direction to where this one's going to be sideways, that one's going to be the other way, so that they sit so smoothly with one another. So it saved them from having to do an intermediary link between each one. It saved them from doing a more, the other bracelets back there at this point, more hingy, boxy link that does that bridge construction thing that I was showing you before. But with this one, this is just like butter. I mean, I can do this, I can shake it, I can do whatever, and thank you. So you saw before, this one kind of did that nice, and look, there's no wrong way to do this. Some of you will prefer the construction that's like that, but this one is a lot more loose and conforming and fluid and going to go in whatever direction you need it to. But it's still, the point of me torturing these things, it's not snagging. It's not getting caught up on itself. It's not breaking. I mean, it better not be breaking. It's a quality bracelet from Shop LC. But you get the drift. You get the gist that this one's going to move and dance and flow and do everything, whereas this one's going to do everything that it can to maintain its line. It'll still bend a bit, but it still wants to maintain that sleek line form of a tennis bracelet. This one's a little bit more organic. And like I said, easy. Like I'm throwing your bracelet up into the air and catching it, and it's nothing bad is coming to it between its bezel setting, between the expert construction and design of its links, and well, I've barely even gotten to the earrings yet. But then again, I thought I had one more piece, and I did not realize that these came together. You get both of these. You get the bracelet and you get the earrings with their butterfly backs. You know the drill with butterfly backs. Post, butterfly back, pressure, in the ear, not going anywhere, but out on the town to get all kinds of compliments on how well they sparkle. Another piece where, yes, that bezel setting on your earrings, keeps them nice and secure and nice and flush. That's what I meant when I said you have 26 diamonds. You have 28 diamonds total, but only 26 in the bracelet. The extra 2 are your stud earrings. Your stud earrings of lab-grown diamonds. And of course, sterling silver with the yellow 18-karat vermeil yellow gold over your 925 nickel-free sterling silver. And again, 3 full carats. I'm getting so many spam calls today. I'm about to lose my mind. That was like my 6th one today. Nobody actually wants to talk to me, and I don't want to talk to any of them spam bots. Where was I? I was at the price of your 3-carat beautiful set of bracelet and stud earrings. Every day, low price at Shop LC, $739.99. I got my head down in the corner, Elias, not the calculator. I looked down for the price and I saw me. I don't want to see me. I want to see an amazing low Shop LC price. So after your Live 25 discount code, that's going to take your $739.99 price all the way down to $554.99. Just $554.99 for 3 carats of diamonds, lab-grown diamonds. But even for lab-grown diamonds, that price per carat is phenomenal, particularly at this quality. And we're still going to let you use that budget payment that would take it down to $110, or what's called $111 per month for 5 months to take home your beautiful bracelet and your stud earrings. You get no choice in the size of your earrings because they're earrings. That's not how those work. But you do have your option between your 6.5, 7 1/4, or 8-inch bracelet. So pick the one that fits you best, and you can go on from there. But again, we're at $554.99 for 3 carats of diamonds. Beautiful. Beautiful. What do we have left? 5 more pieces.
We are going to do our band earrings. Or I mean our rose gold.
Rose gold.
Yes.
Stacy's pick.
Yes.
Lock the doors before she gets us. Before she comes back and tries to reclaim what should be your ring out there. This one's going to be Shop 13.
Correct.
Shop 13. And you'll see what I alluded to earlier when she was modeling this for you, and doing a much better job than I can. One thing I really like about this one, I mean, yes, we were both commenting on how it's pretty rare that we get into the fancy color metals. We're down to just sizes 9 and 10 on this one. Down to just, actually, she's going to lose her. You might want to leave one for Stacy. I think she's going to lose her mind when she sees this price. I don't think she knew where this was going. I didn't know where this one was going. Down to sizes 9 and 10. I don't know if either one of those sizes fits Stacy, though.
I think she's a 7. So
She's got other fingers. I think she'll find a way. Yeah, she was showing off all of her bling today. I bet she comes into model jewelry and then she ends up owing us. Okay, I'll keep this. I'll keep that. I'm going to keep this one too. And, oh, shucks. One full... Okay, I'm sorry. I'm stalling on this one a lot because the... You're not going to believe these details. It's a full carat of diamonds. It's a full carat of lab-grown diamonds, 22 to be precise, 2.2 millimeter round cut. But it gives you this illusion. This is what I liked about it. They almost look like they were square cut because they have these big, huge, boxy prongs holding them in place. But here's the thing. Did you notice? Even though it's rose gold over sterling silver for the rest of your ring, the only part that they left with the sterling silver exposed, or it's probably a rhodium plating over it, I know that's how we do that process with prongs more often than not. We kept the prongs in white metal. We kept the prongs in white metal to create this color blocking effect, where wherever the white gemstones are, the metal's white, but then they're all boxed in by this almost beadwork looking, the appearance of beadwork, rose gold over sterling silver at the top and the bottom. So it just gives you that big, bright, white band cutting through the center of your ring. It's almost like a big smile, a big sparkling smile of 2.2 millimeter diameter, lab-grown diamonds, round cut, 22 of them, 2 rows of 11, top row, or bottom row, top row. Doesn't really matter which way you orient this one. But yeah, here's that profile view where you can see each one of those beads. Here's that view of the undergallery. Here's everything you need to know about this fabulous ring. But here's what really threw me for a loop, is that, as I said, we are at a full carat, 1 full carat of diamonds. This started at a price that I don't believe. I don't believe this price to begin with, which was $219.99. $219.99. But then we did something. We decided for some reason, probably because we're only down to the size 9 and the size 10, that we were going to put this on clearance. So we put it on clearance, and we took the price down to a clearance price of $186.99. So we're already saving you about $24 off of the already, I'm not using that, the already amazing price of $220 for a full carat of diamonds. I'm going to keep saying that because I don't think you understand quite yet. A lot of other places, once you would take it to a clearance price like $186.99, that would be it. Your coupon codes wouldn't work. We wouldn't take it out any lower. There would be some little exception, fine print. You know, like I have my little cheat sheet with the personal shopper number and the Lab 25, and down it would be like a little asterisk, and then down here it would say only on non-clearance items. Well, we don't do that here. That's why my cheat sheet is so simple. Because we're still using the Live 25 discount code on a clearance price. We're still giving you an additional 25% savings and taking the clearance price of $186.99 down to $140.24 for a full carat of diamonds. I mean, that's some easy math to do right there. $140.24. So we're only charging you $14 or oh wait, how many carats was it? Well, it's 1 carat. Well, yeah, I mean, $140 per carat, basically. So that's not a diamond price. I don't care what it is. I don't care if you're buying crushed diamonds to coat razor blades with for a men's razor ad, shaving ad. A full carat of diamonds should not go for $140.24, whether they came out of the earth, whether they were made in a lab, whether you just made them up and they're imaginary. You shouldn't. That's too low of a price. And you can still take advantage of that budget payment of just $28.05, just to round up over 5 months. We're not going to wait to ship it out to you. Get it now before Stacy gets in, because she's going to buy all of them. And I would kind of love to see the look on her face if they do sell out. And she's like, "What? No, I love that ring." I mean, it was the one that caught her eye besides the concentric circle ring where it had a halo, then another halo, then another halo. But like I said, she caught me in the hallway when I was rushing down here to get here for my live stream. "Oh, are you doing the live stream?" "Yeah, I'm doing the live stream. I do it every Tuesday or every Thursday at 2:00. She's like, "Oh, what do you got?" "Labrador diamonds." She immediately came in here and just immediately went up to my display of all the jewelry. We're down to our last 1, 2, 3, 4 after this, and just started pawing all of it. And just, but she went straight for the rose gold because she said, "Oh man, I wish we had so many more designs in rose gold or yellow gold." But and I was explaining while she was out here, it's just sort of it becomes a victim of the whole thing that the clarity and the color is so good on these that we tend to put them in white metal because white metal is less forgiving to any imperfections in the diamonds. So when you have high quality diamonds, you want to put them in white to let them shine and let them show off just how high quality they are. But sometimes you got to let fashion go a little bit above quality. You have to decide that, you know what, I know that, but then again, that's why they did the color blocking, where the white prongs and the white metal still let those diamonds shine and show off just how amazing they are. But you still get that playfulness, you still get that color, you still get that rose gold that Stacy immediately saw and fell in love with. And as you saw, it's not her first lab-grown rodeo. She has many lab-grown diamond pieces from Shop LC. I mean, where else would she get something like this? Oh, wow. This ring has a bit of a secret as well. Mm-hmm. We are down to our fourth last. And we got 10-ish minutes, but we started a little bit late. And you know me, I don't like leaving anything on my plate at the end. This is a set of 2 Luxuriant lab-grown diamond starlight crown ring. Well, it's a ring with the ring guards, is what it is. Here, I guess I can do this out in front of you so you see what I'm up to. You got your ring guard, but it's a single ring guard. They are at 2 points on the back there. You got metal bridging them together. A lot of times this will be 3 pieces. For engagement set. But yes, you have the ring guard. That's a single piece because of those 2 bridges of rhodium over 925 sterling silver. And then you have, actually I probably should have just started by showing you this ring and then showing off the guard, but whatever, cat's out of the bag. The cat is out of the bag. So in that center one here, you have your oval cut diamond at the center. Ooh, we got some fancy cuts in this one too. You have your 51 point, so just a hair over a half carat oval cut at the center. Then next to it, you have 2 round cut diamonds. Then to the shoulders. The first time I've seen this cut today, and it's one of my favorite cuts, Marquise cut. That kind of shape. You have one of those on each shoulder for that ring, just the ring itself. But then we move on to the ring guard, which just has, well, how many do we have there? 38 round cut lab grown diamonds. And almost a bit of a miniature, almost fleur-de-lis. It's not quite a fleur-de-lis, but it's reminiscent of, with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Your 5 round cut diamonds making that shape at the top and bottom, and then more diamonds continuing prong set down the shoulders. They're saying this is 90 points. 50, 60, 70. This feels like a lot more than 90 points to me. I'm not implying that it's not 90 points. I'm just implying that these 90 points of diamonds are going a long way to look big and bold. We have sizes 6, 8, 9, and 10. Oh, shucks, we're all out of the size 7s. Like I said, I get the leftovers, the big broadcast that Stacy's going out to model for right now. They get first crack at most of these. I get the leftovers, but I get to slash the prices with that Lot 25 discount code, and they don't. And, you know, the reason I'm so transparent about that is I want you to understand why you're getting the deal that you're getting. The airtime cost so much out there. I mean, we're still doing it because it's going well for us, but still, it's broadcast. It's the signal going up to the satellites that come back down. It's negotiating the deals with all the different cable networks and satellite networks, and you can also stream the live broadcast on YouTube if you're watching me on YouTube. There's so many different ways to watch, so many different ways to shop with us. But they can't put something out there unless they can make so much with it. But when we get down to the last 5, 6, 10, 20, in some cases, then it's sort of like, okay, it's really not worth the broadcast airtime. That's when I get them. That's when I bring them to you on the live stream, where it's just me and Elias hanging out in a little side studio, little sideshow act, practically, to bring you amazing deals on things that we just need to clear out of the warehouse so that we can make more room for the new awesome stuff that's coming in. And hey, guess what? We're in the same boat as, well, it's not the same boat, but we're in a similar boat to everybody else. And we're trying to get in what we can get in while we can still get it in at the prices we love to be able to bring to you. So that's another urgency to us trying to make the room that we're trying to make. But again, I digress. I might as well read my name. I digress. Everyday low shop LC price on this one, $399.99 on this shop 14. Comment shop 14 if you want this one, or if you just want to browse and you just want to get that link, go to our website, see what's going on. Just comment shop 14. After your lifetime discount code, of course, $400, 25% off takes you down to $299.99, or just 5 equal, easy, interest-free budget payments of $60 to make this ring with ring guard yours. We're calling this the Starlight Crown Ring, and I get that. Between the oval cut diamond, oval's one of the most common cuts in every other gemstone. Like, oval's basically the one non-fancy cut in other gemstones, but you don't see diamonds in an oval cut very frequently. You usually go with a round brilliant cut with diamonds. That's the most common diamond cut. But amazing price on that one. Amazing.
Certified piece.
Okay, now we got our second and our last of the certified pieces. Oh no, not on this. Not on this one. I've never. Oh. Okay, this is where I'm busting out I busted them out prematurely before, but this is why I wrote down my little wedding stats before, or my engagement stats before.
Ooh, wedding test.
Excuse me, need a sip of my water before I dive into this one. Perfect carat. I mean, that's what people want. That's the kind of industry standard, and actually, it's a little silly to me, but if it's a carat in 1 point or a carat in 2 points, it actually decreases the value a little bit. 99 points decreases the value a little bit. There's just some. It's kind of like when people get a little superstitious with the gas pump and they try to get it to like exactly $20, or these days probably more like exactly $35, $40, $50. But there's something about the precision of getting right on the money, and this is right on the money. 1 perfect carat, GH collar, VS for very slightly included. This piece is $950 platinum. We are not in silver territory at the moment. We're talking $950 solid platinum cushion cut. We have all the sizes. I think this was actually kind of a custom thing where you just tell us the size. We'll make sure that that's what we do at the ring. I've actually never seen. We have a 4. We have a size 4. That's a tiny finger. But hey, I'm not judging. And if you got a tiny finger, well, it's gonna. Tiny finger is just going to make that perfect carat cushion cut diamond look all the bigger. Get in on it. And I'm sure this goes all the way up to 12-ish or whatever. And we got the half sizes too. That's why I suspect that we will size this one. Oh, we're out of the 11.5 and the 12 somehow. We'll figure it out for you. We got the size. We've got the size. What's the millimeter calibration on the cushion cut, Elias? 5.5 by 5.5 millimeter. 1 perfect carat, and we have that certification for this one. I'm just making them dance all over the place as usual. But again, this one comes with its own little report card. I don't know if it's also from SGL or not. Nope. Ooh, this one's from the big dogs. This one's from the IGI, the International Gemological Institute. I actually have my AJP certification through IGI. Or no, I'm GIA. My bad. Oh. I should know better than that. I'm a GIA AJP, accredited jewelry professional. But I basically tested out of that because I've been here at Shop LC for almost 17 years now, and I've learned everything from the best of the best out there doing the real stars of the television program. I used to direct the live broadcast. I used to be a producer on the live broadcast. I used to run camera for the live broadcast. I've made documentaries that are half the stuff that are playing behind the scenes. Okay, I've got the electronic copy, but you get a big fancy envelope with it, but I don't want to get my fingerprints all over it, so we just have the little copy. So this is the takeout. I got the takeout menu version of the real white tablecloth menu that you're going to get with your report. This was done on September 2nd, 2024, and that's why, well, part of the price issue that I'm about, and that we will get to. Polish, excellent. Symmetry, excellent. Fluorescence, none. Inscription. So they have actually laser inscribed a serial number into the girdle of the ring. Don't try to read it. You're not going to get focus on it because it's microscopic. I couldn't even, well, actually, I'm going to try. It shouldn't work, but I'm going to try. I'm going to try and see if I can see the laser inscription with the loop. It's not going to work that way. It's not going to work that way. You would need a much stronger, I think this is my 10X, or somebody else's 10X. I have a 30X somewhere I can. And that's just me being kind of funny because I've always been told that you cannot see the laser inscription, even through a loop. But there it is. I never tried. So I don't like taking things for granted. I don't like just believing something because it was told to me. I mean, look, I'm not an untrusting person. But, if I can look into it for myself, I like to. I always do. And that's why I always encourage you to be skeptical of me. That's why I love having things like this, the IGI report that I had nothing to do with, so that you can trust them if you can't trust me. And you can trust me and you can trust them. But when you get that information from so many points of reference, it's good to go. Okay, when we have the SGL one, this is part of what I was looking for, because this is VS clarity, very slightly included. Well, this one comes with that inclusion report. And you can see, you're like, why the heck is he even pointing out that you got the little tiny inclusion right dead center, but frankly, you're looking right down through the culet at that, so it's not too easy to see. Just one little mark there and one little mark there. That's how intensely the IGI scrutinizes everything that comes through their world, because that's what they're known for. That's what they do. They are the authority on like this. But like I was saying, I like that there's a little bit of inclusion. It just means that it's that much more real. That just because it was grown in a lab doesn't mean that it's not like, I can't believe it's not butter, where it's like, oh man, is it really? Like, it doesn't scoop the same way, it doesn't have the same consistency. It doesn't have the same smell. It's the exact same thing. It is grown. And imperfections happen in the growth process. Imperfections that are not detectable to the naked eye, because VS means it's still eye clean. Like, even with the map of the inclusions, I cannot find them. I cannot see them. I trust that they're there because I trust the IGI, the International Gemological Institute, but that's just the quality of the product that we're talking about and the level of transparency and detail that we're willing to go with when we present it. 5.5 millimeters, cushion cut, a perfect carat, set in 950 platinum. Back to my stats. 2019, so just 6 years ago. And this seems like almost a high number for that year. 12% of all engagements that took place in the United States were with lab-grown diamonds. Only 12%. But honestly, for what the attitude was in that year, people weren't pushing lab-grown diamonds as hard. There weren't as many in the marketplace. The process hadn't really gotten down to that affordability yet to be able to bring you what we're able to bring you now. But still, in 2019, 12% of all engagements in the United States were performed with a lab-grown diamond. Now let's jump to last year, 2024. A lot of this data came from the KNOT, by the way. I mean, they're the KNOT, not the not NOT. But, famous, I mean, they're all about tying the knot. They're all about weddings and just the wedding industry. Anyways, 2024, so just last year. So just after, that would have been 5 years. The market went from 12% of engagements being done with a lab-grown ring, or a lab-grown diamond, to 52%. 52% of all engagements in the United States last year we're done with a lab-grown diamond, including a member of my team who proposed to his longtime girlfriend with a cushion-cut lab-grown diamond out in Italy. And look what I got here. Actually, he did it with a 3 carat, but I've got the 1 carat. I got the 1 perfect carat, and that's a beautiful size. It's a great size. Man, we have things going all the way up to, I want to say 5 carats. Sometimes the 5, it's just sort of like, what is that? It's so big. But this, just that perfect, it's still big. It's still a perfect carat. I don't want to use the word demure, but it's just that classic size. It's that thing that you kind of expect when you think diamond. And I love that it's a fancy cut. It's a cushion cut. It's not just that classic cartoon circle. That's what you want? We got that too. Call our personal shoppers. We will hook you up. We will take care of you. I just happen to have the 1 carat cushion out here, and I have it at a heartbreaking price. This one is Shop 15 if you are interested. This one was $1,069.99 before we put it on clearance. Why did we do that? I don't know. But we put it on clearance. It breaks my heart. At $909.49. So even before we get to the thing that you know that I'm going to do, we were already under $1,000. We were already under $1,000 on an engagement ring. Gone are the days when they say, what was it? How many months salary? What's the one that you heard, Elias?
I think I've heard that about almost a year.
Almost a year? That's no. Don't do that, Elias. Don't do it. Don't do it. I mean, the number keeps sliding, but I feel like I used to hear like 3 or 4 months. Then I heard like 6 months. How mad would you be if your partner in life said, "Oh, by the way, I spent half of the money I made this year on a thing"? I'd be furious. I mean, I don't have anybody to be furious with, but I would be furious.
I actually got a couple female friends that are getting engaged, so that's how I know.
But okay.
It probably was a year.
Okay, Elias says that he has a couple female friends who are getting engaged. They expected somebody to spend like all the money that they made in 1 year on a ring. He's kind of doesn't want to out his friends, but okay. Sidetrack, but because our clearance price is already under $1,000, $909.49, and we're still doing the Live 25 discount code. We're still doing Live 25, meaning that your price for a perfect carat, cushion cut, IGI certified, where you get its report card that you can also put on the refrigerator. Well, that would be weird. You might want to put that in a safety deposit box or put it somewhere safe so that you know exactly what you got. After Live 25 discount code, you are paying $682.12. $682.12, or if you want to split it into 5 equal, easy, interest-free budget payments, just $136.42. Do not tell her how little you paid if that's what you intend to do with this ring. I mean, you can just buy a ring and you can just enjoy it as a solitaire and do whatever you want, but especially if she expects you to spend 6 months' salary on a ring, don't tell her that you spent $682, that you spent over $700 on your engagement ring. But look at it. Look at it. Look at how it sparkles. This is what they're looking for. This is what they want. But they don't have to spend 6 months' salary to get it. So don't. Well, I mean, okay, maybe $682.12. I mean, if that's your 6 month salary, then I would encourage you to find another job. We're hiring. We have many positions open here at Shop LC. And I'll put a good word in for you. If for some reason $682.12 is your 6 month salary, I don't think that's the case. Okay, we got a necklace and we got another ring.
Yes, we're going to do the necklace next.
We're going to do the necklace. We got 2. We're going to move really quick on them because I'm already over time. But I've got too flabbergasted by the price of that perfect carat IGI certified $950 platinum. $950 platinum again. I didn't say that nearly enough during that one. I don't even know. I just don't even know. Okay, well now, if 1 carat wasn't enough for you, now I got 2.5 carats of diamonds for you. I have 250, well, yeah, I guess it's 250 points of diamonds, but it's 2.5 carats of diamonds. This is an 18-inch to 20-inch. It says 18 on the website, but I know how to eyeball these by now. And the reason that it says 18 is because right where we had this thing clasped, it's got that 2-inch extender. So if you go through this jump ring right here, that's your 18-inch. Clasp it there, you got 20 inches. This is another fixed necklace. It's not a pendant. So, of course, you get the chain because the chain is the necklace, is the pendant, is the piece of jewelry that you're going to love and admire. And as I said, this is that shoulder-to-shoulder design.
7 available.
Only 7 of this. Only 7. Only 7.
And this is our shop 18.
But look at the diamonds go from here all the way around, all the way to here. This isn't one of those, the diamonds stop, diamonds don't stop partying, and neither will you. It's going to go from here to here, from smile to smile, from the corner of your smile to the other corner of your smile worth of diamonds. 482 of them. 482 round cut diamonds. Each one individually hand set by jewelry craftspeople and artisans from the jewelry manufacturing capital of the world, Jaipur, India, and our parent company's facilities. This is how dedicated we are to saving and passing on savings to you. Our jewelry manufacturing facility in Jaipur, India, is entirely run off of its own solar power. So we're not even passing on the electricity bill to you when we work directly with our manufacturer out there. That's how intense this is. I keep dropping thumbtacks today for some reason, and then become paranoid I'm going to step on one, so I put them in the thumbtack dish over there. Okay, now I'm back on track. 482 diamonds, 0.9 millimeters to 1.1 millimeters in diameter. If it's behind me, we're going to give you the quick tour where you've got your clusters. I'm not going to count them for each cluster because you have an oval cluster, a 7-diamond cluster, a pear-shaped cluster, a circle cluster with a 7 at the center and another halo around it, another cluster of 7, a bigger oval of diamonds, another 7 cluster, another pear cluster, another 7 cluster, another circle cluster, another 7 cluster, and a pear cluster. And it's just clusters and clusters and clusters of diamonds because you get 482 diamonds, lab-grown, individually hand-set, 2.5 carats worth of them. Just a beautiful for like a, dress it up for a fancy night out, for a cocktail party, for a dinner party, just because you want to sparkle and you want to have a good time and you want to look luxurious, but you don't want to spend a fortune. This one is also a breathtaking low price. Everyday low of just $939.99 after your Live 25 discount code on this. This is Shop 18. Comment Shop 18. If you want the necklace, that takes it down to $704.99. $704.99 for 482 diamonds. I mean, what more is there to say besides your budget payment would be $141 per month over 5 months if you want to take advantage of budget pay. Stunning. 2.5 carats. That is, of course, rhodium over sterling silver. Rhodium over sterling silver in your fantastic, beautiful necklace. And that leaves us with the final piece. The final piece of the show. Our ring. One last ring.
Our shop 19 coming up.
Our shop 19. I think we had 20 because I was confused about the set of the bracelet and the earrings. Or
we actually had 2 other items that they didn't give us.
Oh.
But I uploaded. So
okay.
I need to get with them afterwards.
Sometime it might have been sometimes they scheduled the show and there was only like 2 or something.
Yeah.
And then they just sold out behind the scenes before we could even get to them. And then we don't get them out here because guess where it went? Well, it went to whoever bought it. So if it went to you, I can't have it and I can't show it. And then other you can't have it that wants to buy it. That's just how it goes. You can only buy stuff that we got. Nice way to end the show. And like I said, I always like clear my plate, even if I go a little bit over. This is a 1/2 carat floral ring. Luxuriant lab-grown diamonds, of course, in rhodium over sterling silver. Just want to get some back down into the stratosphere for any of you who love this stuff, but just can't do the multi-hundreds of dollars on a purchase today. Maybe someday, or maybe like so many of the reviews that we've shared with you today that are all saying, like, thank you, Shop LC. I didn't realize I could own diamonds at these prices. Thank you, Shop LC. I was a little weary that these may not sparkle like the real thing, but then I got it home, and it absolutely did, and I'm so grateful. I mean, there's usually a theme to the reviews, and the theme today of the reviews on everything was gratitude. And it's a little awkward of me to say that because it's kind of a humble brag about ourselves, and is what it is. But that's what everybody was saying. Anyways, 50 points of diamonds amongst 21 diamonds. You get that big, bold presentation here in the center with your cluster of... Ooh. Oh, that's a way cooler cluster. I thought that was a little cluster of 7 where you have the center one, then you have the 6 that surround it. Not the case. You have 4 larger round cuts, then you have a smaller round cut right in the center, and then 4 other round cuts at the north, south, east, and west. So this is I've never seen a cluster of 9 like this before, and I love it. But those 9 diamonds in that circular pattern kind of give you the illusion from a distance, or even pretty close at that there's one large solitaire in the center. It's really just 9 diamonds working together and collaborating. A fellowship of diamonds. There were nine original members of it. I'm a nerd.
I got it.
Yeah. Elias got it once I kind of like turned and like practically winked and said fellowship. Anyways, have you noticed I'm pretty easy to derail and get off track? Well, that's how my shows go along. Then you have round cuts here on the shoulders, but they're kind of inscribed into these heart shapes. Then you have more round cuts cascading down the shoulders. It kind of looks like they're graduated in the photo. It's not as dramatic of a graduation into my eye. Okay, I'm going to try my best to give it a little bit of sparkle. That's the one thing. The photos can't sparkle. They can look a lot clearer. They can look a lot bigger than what I do out here, but they can't sparkle. But this sure can. Look at it go. Look at that design. Look at the shoulders. Take a quick look at that finished under gallery. Great way to end the show. And guess what? I told you I wanted to end on something just like I started, that anybody can afford, that anybody can get in on. If you've been, I just want to get in, but no, I can't do the big solitaires quite yet, or I gotta get something to know that this is the legit real deal. Well, it is. And your everyday low shop LC price was $189.99. $189.99. So we were already under $200. But after your Live 25 discount code, that takes it down to $142.49, or just $28.50 per month for 5 months on budget pay. I hope you enjoyed that. We got through, this is Shop 19, our last piece of the show. Comment Shop 19 if you're interested in it. I hope you enjoyed all 19 of the beautiful lab-grown diamond pieces that I was able to show you today. We had a wide variety of things in different designs, some classic designs, some tennis bracelets, some more organic pieces, some snake earrings, some engagement-style rings, some certified pieces, some statement necklaces, some playful necklaces, just everything. I love bringing you that kind of variety. I hope you enjoy it. I hope you got in on it. I hope you enjoy it as much as the many people who wrote in with their 5-star reviews on these items. I'm Casey Ford. I will likely be back same time next week, Thursdays at 2 o'clock Central, 3 o'clock Eastern, usually for 2 hours. But then I talk too much and it ends up being 4:16, like it is right now. Hope you have a wonderful day out there, and hopefully I'll see you next week. Take care.